Thousands. I stumbled onto this Loophole almost by accident, and in the span of 30 days it put a cool of $15,000 into my bank account. Before you call it a fluke, let me explain exactly how it works, why it's legal, and how you can replicate it step by step. No fluff, no shady tactics. Just an overlooked Amazon strategy that nearly everyone ignores, and that's exactly why it still works. Almost 2 months ago, thousands, I was deep into researching ways to scale my existing Amazon FBA business. I'd been arbitraging products, optimizing PPC campaigns, and experimenting with private label launches, thousands. But growth had plateaued. I needed a new angle, something the gurus weren't talking about, thousands. Then I found a dusty corner of the Amazon seller forums where a handful of sellers were quietly mentioning category hijacking. They weren't using it to steal listings. Far from it. Thousands. They were leveraging Amazon's algorithmic quirks around category changes to reignite dormant products and capture untapped demand. Thousands. That was the moment I realized I'd found my loophole. Here's the core idea: Amazon's catalog is vast, thousands. And products you think are dead or too competitive often have hidden opportunities when you change their category, thousands. A product that languished in toys and games for months with zero sales might suddenly take off when moved into office supplies, because office buyers see it as a novel solution to a problem they didn't even know they had, thousands. And because you're working with an existing ASIN, you bypass the weeks of ranking struggle that brand new products endure. You inherit the listing's history, its reviews, thousands, and its existing sales velocity, then tweak the category to unlock fresh traffic. Step 1. Thousands. Identify underperforming products with good reviews. The first thing I did was mine my own seller account for ASINs I'd sourced but never launched properly. Those digital kitchen scales, thousands, portable blenders, even a couple of Bluetooth speakers, they had at least 5,100 4-star reviews, decent images, and decent sales history, thousands. But their daily sales were less than 1 unit. I downloaded my inventory report, sorted by last 30 days units sold, and filtered out everything above 1 sale per day. Thousands. Then I ran the remaining A-size through a quick review count filter in Helium 10s or Jungle Scout, targeting 50 bots reviews and an average rating above 4 stars. Thousands. Those criteria meant Amazon's algorithm already saw them as trustworthy, but customers weren't finding them in the right context. Research lucrative adjacent categories. Next, I jumped into Amazon's browse tree. For each underperforming product, I ask, thousands, where might a customer actually be searching for a solution like this, but in a different category? For example, my portable blender was in kitchen and dining, thousands. But I realized health-conscious office workers might search for it under office and school supplies, office electronics. My Bluetooth speaker was in electronics, audio, thousands. But parents looking for white noise in baby products might stumble on it under baby nursery accessories, sleep soothers. I made a spreadsheet ASIN, current category, thousands, 3 potential new categories, and estimated average monthly searches in those categories using Sonar or Sonar API. Thousands. Validate demand and competition before touching any listings. I validated the demand. Thousands. I used Merchant Words and Helium 10's Cerebro tool to pull search volume data for my product's main keywords within each proposed category. Thousand. If portable blender had 5,000 monthly searches in kitchen and dining, but 8,000 in office electronics, that category was an easy win. At the same time, thousands, I checked the competition. How many active listings targeted that keyword in the new category? If the ratio of searches to competing products was above 200 searches per competing ASIN, I marked it as good. Anything below 51, I'd skip. This process eliminated guesswork and ensured I only moved ASINs into genuinely underserved niches. Thousands. File a category update with Amazon. Changing a product's category requires an Amazon Seller Central request. I navigated to Inventory, Manage Inventory. Thousands. Clicked on the ASIN and then More Details to see the current browse nodes. From there, I clicked Request Category Change and provided a concise justification. Thousands. This product more accurately belongs to a new category because a specific customer use case. I attached 2 pieces of evidence. Thousands. A screenshot of customer Q&A showing shoppers asking where to find this in the proposed category, and a brief PDF outlining the benefits in that context. Office workers need portable blenders to make protein shakes at their desks. Within 24 to 48 hours, 80% of my requests were approved. Thousands. Optimized titles and bullet points for the new audience. Once Amazon approved the category shift, I immediately updated the listing copy to align with new search intent. For the blender, thousands, I changed the title from Portable Blender for Smoothies to Office Desk Blender USB Reachable Portable Smoothie Maker for Work and Travel. Bullets emphasized, compact enough to fit in your cubicle. An easy one-button operation for busy professionals. I did the same for every ASIN I moved. Thousands. Weaving in the primary keywords I'd identified in Step 3, this ensured Amazon's back-end indexing kicked in quickly, and customers saw the listing as relevant. Thousands. Relaunch with a targeted promo rather than waiting for organic sales to trickle in. I gave each relisted ASIN a kickstart. Thousands, I ran a lightning deal or coupons timed to appear in the new categories deals page. For my office blender, I scheduled a 48-hour deal at 20% off, which drove 150 units in 2 days. Thousands, that burst of velocity signaled Amazon's algorithm that this product belonged in the new category, boosting its organic rank. Post-promotion, thousands daily sales stabilized at 10-15 units, up from virtually zero. I monitor and scale over the first week after each category change. I tracked sales rank, thousands, and conversion rate in both the old and new categories. Conversion rate jumped from around 3% to 9-20%, a clear sign that I was matching the right audience. I repeated this process for 5 separate ASINs over the next 30 days. Combined, those products generated $15,000 in sales at an average profit margin of 30%, thousands, meaning net profit around $400, $500, $5,000 for the month. Why this still works: a large-scale brands and aggregators focus on PPC bids, keywords, and bundling. Thousands. They rarely think to test browser node changes because it's manual and low-tech. Thousands. But Amazon's Explore and Discover features like Shop by Department, carousels, still heavily favor less competitive listings that appear novel in a category customers frequent. Thousands. By being one of the only portable blenders in office electronics, I essentially had a mini monopoly on a relevant solution. Plus, thousands. Amazon's category algorithms are somewhat siloed, meaning strong performance in kitchen and dining doesn't always carry over if you shift focus. You need to prove relevance. Thousands, which I did with those targeted promotions. Common questions and pitfalls: some sellers worry that moving an ASIN will lose its existing reviews or rank. In my experience, 1,000 approved category changes preserve everything: reviews, buy box eligibility, images, and AFLA content. What changes is only the browse node. Thousands. A small number of sellers, around 2 out of 20 requests, reported a slight dip in rank immediately after switching, but they recovered within 48 hours given just 1 or 2 sales. Thousands. Others ask if Amazon will penalize accounts for gaming categories. The answer is no, as long as you submit honest. Thousands. Evidence-backed requests and don't arbitrarily choose categories. If you're transparent, Amazon sees it as customer-centric optimization, not manipulation. Finally, thousands. You might wonder why Amazon doesn't auto-correct categories. They try, but with millions of new listings daily, they rely on sellers to provide context. Thousands. Their auto-classification models have a high error rate, especially for cross-functional products, so your manual update is both welcome and necessary. Thousands. Advanced tactics for even bigger wins. If you want to take this further, consider bundle arbitrage combined with category shifting. Thousands. Once bundled a set of resistance bands with a yoga mat, moved the bundle into sports and outdoors, travel and camping. Thousands. And watched it rank on page 1 for camping exercise equipment. That combination of novel bundling and precise browse node selection can yield 3 to 5x the sales of a standalone item. Thousands. Another trick: use Amazon attribution to run traffic from social channels directly into a category filtered search. For instance, thousands, I ran Instagram stories ads linking to my portable blender's office electronics page. Thousands. Because visitors landed on a filtered search result, only displaying my product and a few competitors. The conversion rate jumped to 18%, well above Amazon's average. Thousands. Attribution pixel data then fed back into my Facebook ad targeting, creating a powerful loop. What you need to get started today: 1. An Amazon seller account with at least 5 live ASINs you've sold before. 2. Helium 10 or Jungle Scout access for review counts and keyword research. 3. 1,000 a simple spreadsheet to track ASINs, categories, search volume, and request statuses. 4. Basic graphic or PDF creation skills, even Canva works to justify category changes. 5. Promo budget of $200, $300 per ASIN for lightning deals or coupons. In one afternoon, you can identify your first candidate product and file your category change request. Within 48 hours, you could already be seeing new traffic, and within 1 week, new sales. Do this at scale: 5, 10, thousands, 15 ASINs, and you're looking at a genuinely transformative month. In the next video, I'll walk you through my exact spreadsheet template. Thousands, show you live examples of category change requests, and share a bonus tactic: how to resurrect completely deleted ASINs by cloning their data into fresh listings in new categories. But for now, go check your catalog, spot those hidden gems, thousands, and file your first requests. The 15,000 in sales is only the beginning. Once you see how powerful this strategy is, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner.